So Angelica, name of your podcast.
Untying Knots.
And it's about
True crime, relationships, and divorce, and everything under the sun about relationships.
So what do you think about when people say like podcast space is saturated?
It's not saturated at all because there's room for everybody. And there's room for excellence for everybody. So not at all.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But even if we took it a step further, I would also say like the idea that it's saturated doesn't exist because like damn near 90% of podcasts don't even after like episode like 15, 20, they
die.
Yeah, podcast purgatory.
Right.
So what are like 2 or 3 things you learned about the space from operating in it, which you didn't initially think about or see?
So from my experience and my success, evoking emotion is the number one thing you need in a podcast.
Evoking an emotion like with the audience?
You need to evoke an emotion with the audience, and the audience needs to connect to who you are and what you're speaking of.
How are you able to do that auditory and visual?
By asking and discussing things that are provocative and taboo. That's what's worked for me.
So give one example of something that is taboo. So if you had an episode today, what would be a taboo topic?
So polygamy. We're going to talk about polygamy in season 2. So we have a husband and wife who have a boyfriend and a girlfriend. So there's a foursome. And they're going to come and talk about the dynamics of the relationship.
Yeah, I would watch that.
Right?
Yeah,
exactly.
I'll probably share that with
right?
a couple people. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, okay, what about opportunities that have opened themselves up or revealed themselves to you since you've been podcasting?
So the biggest probably would be sponsorship deals and ad campaigns. So big brands want to showcase their items or products or services into our podcast. So like ads and sponsorships.
Have you received any inquiries or any like companies that was like a surprise? Like, oh shoot,
yes.
They reached out. Like, what's one?
Starstruck Clothing. So yeah. Shout out to Rod.
How do you feel like the direction of your show is going to be, let's say, next year? What's something you would do a little bit different?
So for this season, we're definitely going to be doing more of the audience, like what the audience want to see and what the audience want to talk about. So we ran a poll. So you always want to reach out to your core network and your core audience to see what they want to see from you, because ultimately it's their views that are correlated to your success.
What about
polygamy was number 1.
Oh, okay. So your audience asked for polygamy?
Yeah, our audience asked for polygamy, open relationship, cheating, and marriage prenup.
Okay, so
don't get married without a prenup.
Are people even do people want like positive like information?
I'm not saying
the other stuff's not positive, but it's definitely like they don't want that. They don't want
the lovey-dovey happy. No, they want to know the shitty, grimy, heart pounding, emotion evoking juice.
Why do you think they want that and they don't want to know like, yeah, you can get married and be happy?
Because everyone is miserable. Yeah, everybody's miserable. That's it.
So you think do people want happiness in relationships?
I think people want happiness, but they don't know how to receive it and give it. Just like love.
So they want to stay miserable, so they want more misery?
They just don't know how to get out of it.
Gotcha.
So they're seeking how to get out of it.
Yeah.
So like I had a conversation with one of my followers about love, and he said, love just happens. And I'm like, no, bro, love is a choice. You have to choose to be in love. Because in order to be in love, you have to be able to give and receive love. And a lot of people can't receive love or give love. So you're shit out of luck.
So you just go find a girlfriend or boyfriend?
I don't know if you go find them. I mean, you do, but anybody can have a boyfriend or girlfriend. Whether
So,
it's gonna
okay.
be quality, that's a different story.
All right, so if you're in a relationship, let's say you're married and you're someone that has these thoughts and wants to, get active outside your relationship, but you're afraid of how the other person may feel about it. How would that person approach that situation?
You just have to have a simple conversation. Also, before you get married, if that's something that's on the horizon for you, that needs to be discussed before you even sign any paperwork.
Yeah.
So it's just like a contract. Marriage is a contract. It's a contractual agreement with the state.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
But do you need the state to get married? Do you believe that you need a contract to get married?
No. You can have what we call on our podcast we talked about. It's called a celestial marriage.
Celestial.
So you could be married, like we could be married, but we don't have to sign any paperwork.
So
the
it's just
commitment
like
and exclusivity is between us.
Gotcha. You can have that without the government, and then if you wanted to make sure that each of y'all was to receive something, if something happened, then that's what Just
That would
contract?
just be a contractual agreement.
Yeah.
But also, you have to see in what state you guys are residing, because in
That
the
makes a
state of
difference.
Texas,
Yeah.
if you're residing in 4 months or more, you're considered a common law marriage.
So wait. All right, so I come to your spot. I'm just in your spot, sleeping in the room for like 4 months. We married? In
No,
Texas?
we're not married. We're common law marriage,
In
which
Texas?
means you can take half my shit.
Just because I stayed at
Just
your
'cause
house
you
for
stay-
4 months?
Yeah, because we are cohabiting together and sharing expenses and sharing a home.
Yo, I'm about to stay at your crib, bro.
Ah.
Yeah, all fall. We got September, October, November. All fall. Fourth quarter, bro.
So that's why, look, I'm going to tell you guys.
That's crazy.
And this is even deeper, okay, because I know you like to go deep. So if a woman tells you,
This is in Texas or in general?
this is in general.
Okay.
If a woman tells you, okay, and we got male audience. If a woman tells you that she's on birth control and you believe her and she gets pregnant, it's really on you.
No, I agree.
And it's your stupidity for not verifying.
I would agree
Right?
with that. Yeah.
So I remember one time I was listening to Sadia, shout out to Sadia, and she said it's the men's fault for getting the woman pregnant because you didn't verify that she was on birth control.
I would agree.
Or that she had her tubes tied or whatever.
I would agree.
And I was like blown away because a lot of men like to blame the woman for, oh, she trapped me. And I'm like, no, bro, you trapped yourself.
I think if a dude decides to have sex with a woman unprotected, it's always your fault. It's your
Right.
fault even if you
'Cause
have
you made
sex.
a choice.
Yeah, and it's
You
your
made a
fault
choice.
if you have sex with her protected. It's still your fault.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She can't have sex by herself with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you gotta,
Facts,
you're the one
facts.
doing the,
Facts.
you're the one digging
You're
the
right.
hole. You
You're
know what I'm
right.
saying? So nah, I would agree with that. I think when men say that, I think it's coming from an angle of like not taking accountability.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly.
I think a lot of men, I'm definitely speaking in generalities here, but I feel like a lot of men feel like it's easy to take care of it after. Like, oh, she could just do a plan B.
Right.
Or I got the breast, so I'm gonna just pay for the abortion
Right.
type vibes. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna send, even like, I'm gonna send her the money, but that don't mean she's gonna get it done.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's ultimately her choice.
Yeah. So I think, a good amount of men do that, where it's like, yeah, I want this feeling, I want this moment,
And
and
if
then
you're a
after I'm
high
gonna just take care
value,
of it.
high
Yeah.
earning man, guess what? You're shit out of luck because she's gonna keep it.
Yeah, I ain't even doing that. I felt that way even before I had money like that. Like I'm like I don't even want to be in this situation.
Right. Be
Yeah,
smart. Be
yeah.
smart. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Pick
that's
your
crazy.
battles and your baby mama.
So you have an interesting story. So after everything you've been through, how do you look at getting into relationships now? 'Cause
I'm
you've been
open.
married.
Yeah,
and
I was
you
married
know,
for 10 years.
Yeah, but not
I've
even
been
just
single.
married. Like you had an interesting relationship.
Right. I was married, had my children in the marriage.
How many you have?
I have 2, an 8 and a 6-year-old. And so I've been single for 3 years. Now I just see, here's the thing that I tell people, the difference between a married, divorced woman and a healed, confident woman.
Okay.
When you're a healed, confident woman, you don't need a man. You want a man,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because you're running, like myself, I'm running my businesses without a man. So those fronts are cleared. But what a lot of people don't, I'm going to say this, I'm going to be like 100 with you. When you get to the level of how I am, high earning, high value, there's only 2 things that men think that they can provide to you, and that's dick and money.
Mm-hmm.
I have money, dick I can get anywhere. Just like you can get women from anywhere. But what they don't realize is that what we seek is the things that don't cost money. Discipline,
Yeah.
loyalty, respect, love.
Yeah.
All those things don't cost money. But so the way I see it is I vet people.
Yeah, but they still gotta put themselves in a certain frequency to even get your attention.
Energy is everything.
Yeah,
for sure.
gotcha.
For sure. Yeah, energy is everything.
So,
if the
okay.
energy's not there, they don't even get to talk.
So the reason why I feel like men and women don't even get along, well, we get along, but the reason why we don't understand each other, because we don't have conversations though.
Of course.
Like men just talk to them about what they think women want, and women talk to women about what they think men want.
Yeah, conversations are not being had, and
Ever.
authenticity is not being had. If you can't be authentic with yourself, you can't be authentic with anyone else.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, just be real with people.
Yeah.
You know, there's a couple that's making some content out on Instagram where they're really saying what they really feel, and that's how things have to be.
That's really why I want a girl and a wife though. I want to make content with her. You know what I'm saying?
That's the only reason why.
Yeah. Not the only reason why. But you know what I thought about? So I thought
Ladies,
about
send your applications.
yo down below for real. So I thought about doing like another show,
Uh-huh.
and it's really so. It would involve like getting to know someone, like let's say the first time or whatever,
Yeah.
like that first date or whatever, the first interaction. But then it would involve like let's say restaurants or eating for the first time.
Okay.
So let's say we went to like a restaurant
Okay.
for the very first time,
Okay.
but we're meeting at the very first time. So it's like 2 firsts.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, is this food trash? But is this conversation trash too?
I get it. Okay.
So listen, y'all, on the recap, this coffee shop wasn't really it. You know what I'm saying? toast is burnt, you know.
You're hilarious.
Like the customer service wasn't there. However, the waiter was cool. Everything else wasn't. And then she was dry. But she looked good though. I ain't gonna lie. So
looks fake.
I don't know. Who knows what happened? I don't know if she was filming me or not. Like it'll be like that. Like, you know?
But see, that's a problem.
Yeah.
So first you gotta vet them. Like they gotta go through a vetting process. You know, just like they said,
what does
just
that
because
look like?
something looks good
Yeah.
doesn't mean that it's for you.
What
You know,
do
like just like a piece, like let's say some Jordans.
Yeah.
Just because they look nice,
They don't feel good.
They don't feel good.
You know, for real.
Right.
That's true.
Not only do they feel good, they may look good, but they're not for you.
Yeah.
So just because something is nice or something looks like it's for you doesn't mean it's for you.
What do you think of vetting? How do you vet somebody now? So boom. Let's say you meet somebody online,
Okay.
and you meet somebody online for the very first time.
Okay.
What is a vetting experience? Like, are we at a coffee shop? Are we on a walk?
No.
And then what are you looking
No,
for?
I don't
So
go-
before you even do that.
I don't even know. I have a conversation with you on FaceTime because I
Okay.
need to see your emotions and I need to see your facial expressions
Yeah.
before I even decide if I want to go out with
So
you.
what are some some takeaways from that FaceTime?
Honesty.
Yeah.
Like, are they trying too hard?
Yeah.
Are they? Because here's the thing: when you go
you
on.
checking out the background?
Yeah, no, I don't do that. I can, but I won't do that because I'm not getting paid for that. So I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
But it's very simple. Like having a conversation on FaceTime, you get to see the person and feel their energy.
If they don't want to FaceTime, then
No,
it's a donezo.
Yeah, think about it. You don't want to have facial interaction with me. Why am I gonna go out with you?
That's a fact. But you know, some people
Why?
like I don't be wanting to FaceTime.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
I
then, but
agree.
you want to show your face.
I
in
love
person?
FaceTime, but that's the same thing with the camera. That's what people be saying. Oh, I can't do the camera up. But I'm like, bro, I'm gonna see you in real life. You're gonna see people in real life. You're gonna be talking about your products and services
But also,
in real life.
you can tell when people are lying just from one conversation.
Yeah, that's
It's very simple. Just
Yeah.
listen to, like, okay, so 3 questions I always ask people, okay? Because this tells you a lot about people. Is who are the most important people in your life? Ask them why.
okay. Who are the most important people in your life?
My parents.
Okay, that's a good one. I can't say nothing about that.
But then you have to elaborate and say why.
Why?
Okay, so my parents came to this country as illegal immigrants and put 3 kids through college, and then look at where we're at now.
Okay, what's the next question?
So the next question is, what is your vision and mission?
That's a good one.
What is your vision and mission? Because if they don't have a vision
Yeah.
and they don't have a mission, what the fuck are you doing in this relationship?
Yo, I'm gonna ask all the girls that.
What's your
That's
vision
a
and
good
mission?
one.
Because if they don't have one, they're gonna be like, damn, well, nobody's ever asked me that. Exactly. That's
Yeah.
why we don't need to be together.
Word. I'm gonna use that one this week.
What's your vision and mission?
Yeah.
And then the third one is.
Do they get? Should they know from the jump? Or what if they're like?
Yeah, because that's.
Well, what if
this
they're like?
is how you know
I
if a
need to
woman has
get
a
back to
vision
you.
or a mission.
What they say? I need to get back to
They
you.
ain't got shit going for themselves. Period.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Okay,
Period. That's
yeah.
it.
And then what's the last one?
And then the third one is, what are you looking for? I know it sounds really stupid, but what are you looking for? Like, be legit. Don't go spend your time, energy, and or money if you just could have said, hey, I just want to fuck.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, what are you looking for? Are you looking for a relationship? Are you looking for commitment? Are you looking for fun? What are you looking for? Because then that is going to cut a lot of the bullshit out,
Yeah.
and it's going to save you time, energy, and our money.
Talking from experience here.
I am.
I like it. Is this a book right here?
It could be.
Oh, a mini course or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, book 3. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Or it could be a bonus when they purchase.
It could be a bonus.
You know what I'm saying? You buy this book, you get the little mini course bonus
Right,
when
right,
we go
right.
over.
I think people need workshops at this point.
Nah, I
Yeah.
think so too. This has been dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's dope. So where can they check you out?
So socials at the Angelica Robles. You can Google me. I'm everywhere. And then Untying Knots podcast season 2 about to drop. So yeah,
And
the
you-
name of my book, Through These Brown Eyes. That's book number 1. It's out on Audible and Amazon.
Is that the book you have?
That's the book I have. Yeah.
Oh, look
We
at
can
it.
show it,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then we can show it.
Yeah, this is the book, Through These Brown Eyes.
And who's on the cover?
It's just another Hispanic girl, but it's not me.
Gotcha.
So if you want a little background on the story, for those that are, I don't know how old you are, but I'm in my 40s. So
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so you know Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah.
So you know Silence of the Lambs, it was like her face with like a moth, a yellow moth.
Yeah.
So this is like a rendition of that because she was a FBI profiler and so was I.
Gotcha.
So-
I see how you put that together.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And you know, yellow's my favorite color.
Oh, okay.
Well, you didn't know that, but
I didn't know
it
that.
is. Yeah. This is dope. And I love reading.
Yeah, there
So
you
I'm
go.
about to knock
That's my
this
life story.
joint out. Yeah. And it's a short read.
It is.
I can bang this out on the plane for real.
Yeah.
This is dope.
That's what he said.
Yep, bang this out on the plane for real. Nah, this is lit. So we'll put the link below so you can get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we talking about monetizing podcasts, so it'll be like an Amazon link.
Yeah.
So
An
then,
affiliate link
yeah,
for that
affiliate
matter.
link. Boom. Make sure y'all grab this. Check her out. You going on tour too?
I am.
Yep.
Internationally, so not in the U.S., but internationally. We're starting in Australia.
Are you stopping by London?
We are, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I went to London. I spoke at the podcast show.
Did you?
You should check that out.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's they say it's the biggest international podcast conference. But you know, people would just be saying stuff. But it was pretty big. I ain't gonna lie. It was.
I need to check it out. We were looking
it's
at the one
pretty
in
big.
DC.
Afros and audio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely get involved in that. I know that one.
We got to get you on James English.
I'm down.
So James English is in London. He flew me out to London to be on his podcast. It hit 6.6 million.
Yeah, I'm definitely down with that. I like London. Like, I felt very comfortable there, but at the same time, it's definitely cloudy as fuck all the time.
Yeah, and you're
Yeah,
from
I'm like-
Miami, so
I'm
yeah,
like-
you
I'm
get
like,
depressed out there. I like London, but I wouldn't live there.
Yeah, same thing.
Paris was nice, but again,
And it's
I
under
wouldn't live
surveillance.
there. Yeah,
London's under surveillance.
of course. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like, I just found out. I'm like, everywhere?
everywhere.
Yeah, I'm
You
like,
can't
this
get away
is,
with shit.
I'm like, this is nuts.
You can leave your backpack there. It'll be there the next day.
At least in America,
It's like China.
you know, they give you the illusion that you're not all the time.
You are though, semi low key.
But
yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm not, even though I am.
Traffic cameras.
Yeah,
for sure.
all the time.
Especially in Texas.
Yeah, for real. Now this was dope. Make sure you guys check her out. These are really good questions. I'm gonna use that framework the next time I go out with someone.
Yeah,
For
vet.
real.
You gotta vet them.
Yeah. What's
So
your mission
always
and vision?
Talk to them. My vision and mission.
Yeah.
So my mission is to touch, move, and inspire the masses in any way, shape, or form that I can, whether it be through my podcast, through my books, or through my speaking engagements. So I always want to leave people motivated to do more.
I'm gonna steal yours.
Yeah. I know. Sounds good, right?
Sounds like a good one. Yeah, yeah. I feel like
I'm
I
gonna
want.
send you an invoice.
Yeah, do it. Do it. I'm gonna do one of those. What do you say? You pay deposit now and you pay over time.
Pay to play, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be like that.
Affirm and yeah, affirm.
Affirm and Klarna. Okay, look, so this is how we're gonna get you more exposure using the pod equals MC square strategy, right? Then we're gonna bring out the air fryer and then connect it to the toaster oven method, right?
I think I wasted my money.
And after we do all this, we're gonna get you 1 million views and millions of subscribers.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I got you. Let me go get something.
What's this box about? Wow! Bro, what is that?
So we got your long form podcast right here, right? This is long form audio.
Okay, now I'm getting my money's worth.
We got a service to get more exposure, get more views, and get more call to action to get more sales.
Let's go.
This is what you need to do to get more of this. Now do you understand?
I completely get the vibe now. Before, I don't know what you was talking about, but this right here, we're gonna make a lot of money.